Hey there, kids. This is Reveal Math Lesson 3.7. Let's take a look. All right, here's the lesson for today. Watch this. It says use a place value chart to set up the subtraction algorithm. An algorithm just means the steps that you're taking to solve the problem. So there's specific steps we have to do right here. It says begin by subtracting the digits in the ones place, regroup as needed. So let's talk about that. Well, it says this. It says 75,492 take away 36,514. All right, so they got it all put in the place value chart, but right away there's a problem, and let's talk about that. It starts off with, here's the 75, and they should have put a comma right here, 75,492. This is 36,512. Okay, well, the very first thing is they go over to the ones digit right here, the ones place, and in the first number you have a 2, and in the second number you have a 4. Well, it's impossible to take away a bigger number from a smaller number. So for example, if I had 2 bananas, could you take 4 away from me? No, you couldn't, because I only have 2, right? Okay, so we have to do something to fix this right here. So what they did is they went next door to the tens, and we're going to borrow one of these tens right here. Now there was a 9 right there. There was 9 tens, okay? But we're going to borrow one of those tens, and we're going to put it over here. So we're going to cross off this 9, and that leaves 8 tens. We're going to take that 110, and we're going to put it right here. So that 2 becomes a 12, okay? We took one of the 10s and we put it over here. Now we can say 12, so let's cross this out. So now we say 12 take away 4 leaves us with 8, okay? And we can do that. If I had 12 bananas, you could take away 4 from me and I'd be left with 8. All right, so let's go on to the next column then. And now we have this. We have 8 take away 1. Well, that leaves 7. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, if I had 8 bananas, you could take 1 away from me, and I'd be left with 7. So no borrowing needed right there. Okay, no regrouping, they say. Now the next one is there's a 4 in the top row, and they want to take away 5 from that. Can you do that? What's 4 take away 5? Yeah, you can't do it. If I had 4 bananas, you could not take away 5 from me. So we're going to go over to the thousands right here, and we're going to borrow one of those thousands, okay? So I'm going to cross this off, and that leaves me with 4 right there, okay? And I'm going to take that 1 and I'm going to put it over here. This 4, we can cross it off, becomes a 14, okay? We put the 1 right there. 14 take away 5 is 9, okay? We go over to the next one right here, and there was a 4 right there. 4 take away 6, can we do that? No. If I had 4 bananas, you could not take away 6. So they needed to borrow from this 7 over here. They needed to take one of those away, and they put it right there, okay? And this 4 became a 14. 14 take away 6 is 8. And then we're at the very end here. We have 6 10,000s take away 3 10,000s. Well, 6 take away 3 is 3. So this one, it was an 8. This one was a 3. So the difference right here, we're going to read this number. We have to put in a comma. 1, 2, 3, comma. So it's the difference is 38,978. Okay, kids, right now you're learning how to subtract using regrouping, but that was a little bit confusing because they put the numbers in for us already. Let's do one together right here where we can see that it happens. Okay, we're going to come down here and we have, I think I'm going to use a slightly smaller pen this time. There we go. Okay, so we have 8,722, take away 7,095. So let's put those numbers in right away. We're not going to use this top row because we're going to use that top row for regrouping. So we're going to start it right here. So 8,720, that's 2 tens, 2. Take away 7,095. Take away 7,000, no hundreds, right? 9 tens for 90, and then 5. All right, let's start subtracting. Kids, help me out. What's 2 take away 5? Right, you can't do that. If I had 2 bananas, you could not take away 5 from me, okay? Because I only have 2. So we're going to go over here and we're going to borrow one of these 10s right here. That's going to leave us with 1 10. There were 2 and now there's 1. We're going to take this right here and we're going to make this into a 12. Now normally you'd just write it right here. Like a lot of people just put a 1 right there, and that would be okay. But in the book, they have you putting the 12 up here, okay? Okay, because that 2 becomes a 12. We took that 1 10 from over here and put it right there. 12 take away 5 is 7. Okay, now we're left with 1 10 take away 9 10s. Can you do that? If I had 1 banana, could you take away 9? No. So we're going to come over here and we're going to cross this off. We're going to borrow 1 from here. We're going to regroup. We're going to take one of those hundreds and we're going to put it over here, and that gives us 11. Okay. So we just did, we put 10 10s over here. That's the same as 100. So 11 take away 9, that's 2. All right, how about 6 take away 0? Can we do that? Yeah, 6 take away 0 is 6. And the very last number here is 8 take away 7, and that leaves 1. Let's put in a comma. 1, 2, 3. Okay, the comma is going to go right there. Kids, the difference between these two is 1,627. Right now, you're learning how to subtract with regrouping. Okay, on the next one right here, they give us a bigger number, but they still give us the same type of a chart right here. We have 35,600, no tens, and a 3. Over here, we have 29,582. All right, let's start subtracting. You ready? Help me out. What is 3 take away 2? Right, that's 1. What is 0 take away 8? If I had 0 bananas, could you take 8 away from me? No, we need to regroup. So we're going to borrow 1 from here, okay? We're going to cross off that 6 and make it a 5. We're going to take that 1, and I'm going to do it this way this time. I'm going to put that 1 right here, okay? And that becomes a 10. 10 take away 8, that's 2. How about 5 take away 5? How much is that? Right, that's 0. Okay, how about 5 take away 9? Can you do that? No, if I had 5 bananas, you couldn't take 9 away from me. So I'm going to come over here. I'm going to borrow, okay, or regroup. I'm going to take that 1 and I'm going to put it over here, okay? And this becomes 15 take away 9, and that's 6. And 2 take away 2 is nothing. Okay, I'm going to put in the comma. There was a comma here and a comma here, so I'm going to put in a comma here. And the difference is 6,021. Kids, you're learning how to subtract with regrouping. All right, well, here they continue to have you do it, but this time without the chart, and I think this is kind of better. Here's how I do it, okay? Let's start talking about this. 0 take away 3. Can you do that? No, if I had 0 bananas, you can't take away 3 from me. So we need to borrow from this right here, and that's going to become a 6. I'm going to put that 1 right there. 10 take away 3 is 7. What's 6 take away 5? Can you do that? Yeah, that's 1. How about 5 take away 4? Can you do that? Yeah, that's 1 also. And 7 take away nothing is 7. Okay, so I'm going to put a comma, 1, 2, 3. I put a comma right there. And the difference between these two numbers is 7,117. All right, we'll do it one more time here. It says this, it says 33,071 take away 2,893. Right away, I can see that there's going to be a lot of regrouping because all these numbers down here, except for that one, are bigger than these numbers up here. And usually you have to have the larger number up on top. And overall, this number is larger, of course, so that's why it's on top. But all these digits are bigger on the bottom, so we need to fix those. All right, so 1 take away 3, can't do it. So we're going to cross this off, and we're going to make it a 6. All right, we're going to take that 1 from there, and we're going to put it right here. 11 take away 3 is 8. Okay. 6 take away 9, we can't do it. We go to borrow, but nobody's home next door right there. We can't borrow from there, so we have to go all the way over to here. We're going to rename this one right here, regroup it. We're going to make that a 2, and we're going to put that 1 right here. Okay, now we have 10 right there. I'm going to cross this one off and borrow 1 from there and make it a 9. And I'm going to make this one a 16. Okay, we got to just keep borrowing from the one next door. 16 take away 9 is 7. 9 take away 8 is 1. 2 take away 2 is 0. And 3 take away nothing is 3. And the answer is 30,178. That's the difference between the two numbers. Kids, you're learning how to subtract with regrouping. Today in class, we're going to do pages 87 and 88. We're going to do practice pages 21 and 22. Okay, let's take a look at the Friday quiz right here. And I think I'm just going to do one of these. I think I'll do the harder one. How about that? Okay, would that make you happy? All right, so let's do this one right here. I know it's going to be harder because I can see that these numbers on the bottom right here and these first 3 digits are bigger than the ones on top of it. So I know I have to borrow. Okay, 4 take away 5, I can't do it. I'm going to cross this off and I'm going to make that a 2. Okay, this becomes 14 then. 14 take away 5 is 9, right? Okay, 2 take away 4, I can't do it, but there's nothing to borrow from next door. So I go all the way over to the next one. I'm going to make this 7 into a 6. I'm going to take that 1 from right there. I'm going to put it right here, and this becomes a 10. Now I can borrow from that 10. I'm going to cross off this 10 and make it a 9. And this 2 can then become a 12. 12 take away 4 is 8. Okay, 9 take away 2 is 7. I have a 6 take away 7. Can I do that? No. So I'm going to make this a 7, and I'm going to make this a 16. 16 take away 7. That equals 9. And then here we have 7 take away 7 is nothing, right? So I'm going to put in a comma, and the difference between these two numbers is 9,789. Kids, right now you're learning how to subtract by using regrouping. Okay, well, that's the end of the lesson right there. If you have any trouble with this, come see us. We will help you out. Kids, have a great time. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.